Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jocelyn, and I have been out of kind of the eBay. I've still had my eBay store open for the last couple of years, but I really have not focused on it. I've not really made any videos or anything about this. And I came back and it was like, what in the world happened? It's like people who I used to follow a lot, they're gone. There's all this infighting. A lot of the same sort of things like Facebook groups where there's people that say I'm not getting any sales, and the same other people say I'm making all this money and stuff like that. And I was in my car, and this is one of the reasons why I quit focusing so much on e-commerce. And as I heard this podcast, and I've been listening to the Dave Ramsey Show, because honestly, this e-commerce crap got me into a ton of debt. And you're going to see this. This is the reality. What you see where all these people they post up their numbers. This is my 90-day sales. I'm buying these houses and stuff like that. This right here is why you're seeing a lot of people leaving in droves. So let's watch this Dave Ramsey Show together. It was originally aired on May the 6th, 2024. So today is May 29th. If you're not familiar with Dave Ramsey, so Dave Ramsey has a podcast, a YouTube video. He's been on the air for years. He talks about getting out of debt. He even has another YouTube channel about the entree leadership. But this one is the Dave Ramsey Show. It comes on every day between like 2 and 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can watch it, of course, for free. But oftentimes it's on like talk radios and shows. But basically people call in and they ask questions. And this caller, we'll just go through it. And I will pause every now and then to kind of talk about the reality of what this whole thing is, this whole eBay, e-commerce, whatever it is, and the amount of money that people make, and why you should be think very, very hard before you start throwing too much cash or actually too much debt into this business, and why I think this is part of the reason why a lot of sellers are leaving in droves.
Now, I apologize because for some odd reason, when originally, you can see it's been over a month since I made this video. I'm just now getting around to editing it. The video, the audio is terrible. It kind of crashed, and I was picking up the extra sound. So I am just going to play the actual video that is from the May 6th. And you can see it's right about 43 minutes into it if there's something that you want to look into. So we're just going to record it, watch it again, and I'm going to actually mute myself so you don't hear the background noise. And then I still have my, I didn't want to re-record because I have a lot of things that I want to talk about that was really off the cuff, and I think that's really important. So again, let's go ahead and watch this.
Sammy is in Philadelphia. Hey, Sammy, how are you?
Hey, Dave. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
So my question is in regards to funding inventory for my small business.
Mm-hmm.
So currently, this is going to be my third year in business.
Mm-hmm.
We're expecting to hit $2 million this year.
Great.
Right there. First, I'm expecting to make $2 million. Remember this, okay? Now, this guy doesn't say he has, I don't think he says eBay, the little chapter thing does. Not the chapter, but the little heading or whatever that they have on here says eBay business. But remember, $2 million. Let's keep watching.
Great.
Yeah, so I don't have any employees. It's just me and my wife helping me on the side.
Mm-hmm.
So about 70% of all my business expenses is just in cost of goods.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is,
netted $2 million or you grossed $2 million?
That was my revenue. So we should be netting about 400 this
Your
year.
gross profit on that would be about 600, 400, and then you'd have some other miscellaneous expenses.
First one. No, that is my revenue. When you see people that post when people post this, when you go, oh my gosh, isn't this so wonderful? Again, this is what they post. Let's keep watching. Let's keep watching.
What other expenses
Correct.
do you have other than cost of goods?
It's just basically rent among some other things that we do. It's consumer electronics, so each of them have to be inspected and tested and cleaned. All of
So
that.
what does it cost you?
I did the same thing. I got a storage unit. You get so much stuff. It takes time to get the stuff, to test it, to clean it, to check the comps, everything.
What are your expenses, Ron? You said you're 70% or 30% gross margin, right?
It's about 25%.
Okay, so 25% gross margin. So on $2 million, that'd be $5 million gross profit after cost of goods sold before operating expenses. What would your operating expenses be?
It would be about $50,000.
Okay, so you netted taxable income about $450,000.
Correct. That's what we're expecting this year.
Phenomenal. Cool. Good for you. Well done. How can I help?
So my question is, till now I've been funding my purchase orders. You're not going to like this, but with a credit card.
Boom, there it is. When one thing that I see a lot of resellers, especially online, will say is, well, you need to get better inventory. You need to get stuff that people want. Now, I will say that the majority of the things that I sell are either stuff I've already bought right now, or stuff that has that maybe I got free off of Facebook Marketplace. The problem is that there was a time when I made a lot more money. And guess what? Doing stuff like this, putting it on my credit card. After a while, you start getting more and more credit card debt because you get stuff that is bad, won't sell. So you go out and buy more and you go buy more. Then you need more space, that sort of thing. And after a while, especially with the market we have right now, the interest rate on these credit cards are astronomical. You ain't got no more credit left. And you're stuck with an ass load of inventory in your house that you can't get rid of. And you start going, is this really what I want my life to be like? Let's keep listening.
I've been paying them off within a 30-day mark. The card I use doesn't actually allow me to carry a balance, but I've basically been spending about $80,000 on the card on every month.
$80,000 on the card every single month. When these people talk to you about getting better inventory, I'm not saying this is everybody, but I'm going to say this is probably a good majority of folks. They may be using their savings or, whatever money that they have laying around, which is what I hope to. But I believe that a lot of people are doing exactly this. There's only so many $1, $2 free items that you can get before you start doing this. Whether it's pallets, liquidations, finding people, sourcing, where you just start pumping so much money into credit cards. And it just isn't sustainable. And then with your sales going up and down, you're like, how am I going to pay this stupid credit card debt? If you're paying $80,000, that's a lot of money that you got to, and I don't carry a balance, which is good for him. But let's see. There's more.
On average, I make sure not to spend above.
Why are you doing that? You have the cash.
So I don't have the cash because every single dollar is reinvested back into new SKU. I'm trying to, since we just started a couple of years ago, I'm trying to expand my SKU every single month. I'm trying to get new lines.
Why are you doing that? You have the cash. What are you talking about? If you're making $1 million, you have all kinds of money coming in. The reason is because I bet you if you looked at where his stuff is, it is full of stuff that is not selling. Full of it. Because if he had everything was a good buy, he would purchase it, clean it up, post it, sell it, and then go back around again. And his justification for this is what I did.
Yeah, wait a minute. You spent $450,000 on personal living expenses this year?
All that profit was put back. I don't pay myself a dime. All that profit was put back into the business.
And it was all on
Then
expanding
why
SKUs.
would you need to use a credit card? Because you have put $450,000 back into inventory.
Because, well, that's the numbers we're expecting this year. Last year, the number we made in profit was about 300,000.
Okay, so you
And
put
yes,
300,000 back in. Why would you need to use a credit card? You should make that cash machine run off of 300K organically.
Correct. Currently, right now, at the moment, I have over $400,000 in inventory that's paid for.
Good.
However, if I want to expand into new SKU, which I do.
So it's not actually to cash flow the operation of the business. It's to expand the growth.
Correct.
Or to fund the growth is with a credit card.
Correct.
Okay.
Again, what did I just say? $400,000 of inventory that is paid for. With a credit card? I don't know. But that's the death pile people talk about. That's the stuff. You got it, and he's working on it, and he's like, I can't make it work. I can't make it fix. I'll have to sell it for parts. It's too expensive. Something's wrong with it. I'll try to sell it on Facebook Marketplace. Da 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 da. Like I said, if you looked at his whatever he's putting his stuff at, it is full of stuff. And this is what happens when you do this crap here. Get new stuff. He's already got $400,000 of inventory that's not selling, because if it was selling, he would have sold it. And I did the same thing. I got stuff. Most of the stuff that I spent my money on is gone. So now I'm stuck with, kind of getting rid of, I would say, a glorified garage sale junk. But I'm not sourcing anymore, y'all. This credit card debt is outrageous. And you know what happens is you still got to eat. And then people will say, well, you can take all the stuff out on your taxes and the shipping costs and stuff like that after a while. I'll give you a little more update about what I'm doing right now. Let's keep watching.
If you want to stay open, you're going to quit doing that.
Why do you say that?
Because most people that do that crap go broke.
If you want to stay open, you're going to quit doing that. This video, why are eBay sellers leaving in droves? Because we did this. Bought inventory and inventory and inventory, trying to get the best stuff. If you look at, go look at a lot of these channels that still are running it. The amount of junk that they have is astronomical. It's crap everywhere. Why is there junk everywhere? If you really have stuff that's really good, a good buy, you would already have sold it and it would have been gone. Now, and it just expands. Sometimes people are like, watch the videos everywhere. And for me and other sellers, I think it's like, I am sick of looking at this stuff. I can't, this is ridiculous. I'm sick of looking at it. So let's keep watching.
I coach over 10,000 businesses in entree leadership. People that run small businesses off a credit card inventory control system go broke. They don't make it.
They're going broke. And hopefully a lot of us are saying, no. And this is why I'm looking at people that I've watched before. They're going back to work. They're doing something else. A lot of times they're still doing it on the side because, you know why? Because they still got inventory to get rid of. Like, they're not going down and going, okay, you know what? I had a good run. I've got all my inventory done. I'm going to stop my eBay business. And I got a box of stuff I'm going to put out on the curb. They still got tons of inventory they're trying to get rid of. And they say, I'm at the end. I don't want to spend any more money. My credit cards are maxed out. I am sick of doing this. And so I'm out. Or you don't have the right stuff. Your inventory's not good. You need to get better stuff. Or you get in these groups and you see people like him. Can you imagine? Think about it next time. Next time you are in a group or you see a YouTube channel and they say, this is how much money I made, 25% of that is what they took home. And they still got to pay all of their bills, and they still got to buy more inventory off of that. That's the truth. That's the reality of this business.
Instead of actually running your business on cash, which you have the ability to do, you're smart enough to do it. You just didn't have the appetite to slow down enough to do it. You're going to slow your growth rate temporarily until you get weaned off this credit card and get 100% cash on your inventory reinvestment business. But it's going to cause you to buy different inventory too.
It's going to cause you to buy different inventory. No, you can't get the best high quality things or the most high value stuff that's going to net you 3 times as much money, or stuff that you can buy for $20 and you sell for $300. Well, let's say that $20 or $300. You're going to have to be getting stuff for free, and you're like, man, I hope I can get $20 off of this with free shipping, and then make $5 by the time I pay for the shipping costs and the fees. I'm going to be left with $5. And you go, was it worth it doing this for $5 freaking dollars? No.
What are you spending? What are you currently spending on the credit card to fund your new inventory, your new SKUs?
So it's not exactly just on new SKU. It's just I just spend as soon as I make an order every week, and that ranges. Like currently, for example, on my card I have 15,000, but I just got another order today which was 55,000. So, but I have about 40,000 coming in a week, so that's easily going to get paid off.
Mm-hmm. If it's easily paid off, it's easily fundable with cash.
So
it's
just
the
don't
same
get
thing,
why
dude. If one of these is not true. Okay, either it's not easily paid off, or it is easily paid off.
Woo! One of these is not true. He's saying, if you've got all this money coming in, I got $40,000 coming in, and you're placing these orders, he's saying one of these is not true. Something doesn't make sense. If you are making all of this money, you're making all these sales, and you're going out and buying this stuff, why are you having all this? Why? He said something's not true. And this is, again, this is what I want you to think about when you're looking at these videos, and you're in these groups, and they're telling you all this, oh, I'm making all this money. Something ain't, you're not telling the entire truth. That's the end. He starts talking about taxes. Go and watch it. It's a really good lesson for yourself and listen to it. I really regret going into this mess here. I started off with just, crap around my house and stuff, but I did it. I was at, I don't even know how much money I spent. After a while, and this is what happens. So what he's doing is he's recognizing that he's not pulling in the money in order to really get what he's doing. So maybe he stopped for a minute. I'm going to stop sourcing, and I'm going to start trying to sell this stuff, and it's not selling. I have got my eBay store. I have pulled so much inventory. I think I'm, easily 200 items that I've just yanked, donated. And I stopped sourcing about 2 years ago. The best decision I ever made. And I still got stuff everywhere. And it kills you, because I don't care what people say. I've tried to do the tank it as low as I can. Let's drive business loss leaders. All they do is just buy the cheap junk. They don't go and buy other stuff. It's not like Walmart. Like Walmart right now is doing this thing where they're keeping their grocery prices really low, because they say it brings them into the store in order to buy the more expensive stuff, like the electronics and the TVs, because who does it, right? You go to Walmart, you go buy your groceries, you're like, well, maybe I'll go over there and buy the fancier kind of stuff. Let's look at the TV. Let's look at that. That's what Walmart does. But unfortunately, we're not Walmart. They don't come to our eBay account or store, whatever, and go, well, let's see what else they have. They go, oh, that's 99 cents with free shipping. I haven't done that. I've done that. 99 cent a book, 99 cent free shipping. Even buy one, get one free. You know what they did? About every 99 cent book. They didn't buy the other ones. They didn't buy the other ones. They didn't buy the other ones. And you get to the point where it's like, well, you can take it off on your taxes. I still got to pay for it out of my pocket. I still got to pay for that shipping. I still owe eBay or Etsy, Mercari, Amazon, whatever. I still owe them that money. And I still got to pay $4.50 to ship that dang on book. So what does that mean? I mean, I'm out of that money. And I still pay this. Yeah. I am so glad this came up. And I think that if you have an eBay, e-commerce, whatever business, and you are this guy right here, number one, if you're telling people that you're making all this money and you're not being truthful, that's really dishonest, and that's not kind. Because honestly, would you want people to be, if you're in this situation and you had a friend that came to you and said, do you think I should put this money in? Hopefully you say, man, let me give you the real truth. There's enough business for everybody to be successful. But if you're sitting here telling people that you're making all this money and stuff like that, but you're not being honest like this dude here, then that's not kind. If we are sitting there like I am on the other end, or 2 years ago, where you're putting money on credit cards and you're sourcing and, hopefully it's about, stop. You will drive yourself into debt. And sometimes it works out. Oftentimes it doesn't. I'm still trying to get rid of stuff I bought in 2019. 2019. Everybody else has gotten their money. The credit card got their money, my money, and interest. eBay gets their sales. They get they're always going to get their money. Packing supplies got their money. The post office got their money. And I'm sitting up here thinking, how in the hell do I get rid of this shit? Excuse my language. I'm pulling inventory and just, because honestly, it's not even worth trying to tank it, because the whole loss leader stuff doesn't work. Don't do it. I'm like, if I can't break even, even being on sale, it's like today I'm looking at myself. I was like, where's the sales? Where's the sales? 600 plus items on sale, between 10 to 45% off. And I don't even do it to where I'm like, and I changed it up and decided just to go back and do free shipping again. I'm not even doing the thing where I jacked up the price to make it to, like some people will jack up the price. Let's say you want to put it on sale and you need to make $10, so they may jack it up to $20 and then put it on sale. I don't even do that. It's like, what's the minimum amount that I can break even? I'm not even sure if I'm doing that, but I'm still having to pay for all this shipping crap. With this business here, be understanding that when people are saying there's tons of, but there was one time I was in a group, and way back in the beginning of starting this, maybe like 2020, because I've been selling on eBay for a while, just really small stuff like, there's a book, let me get rid of it. And I remember this person was talking about the money they made, stuff like that. And there was another person that came back and said, you own a pawn shop. Don't act like you're the same person. Because guess what? We're not bringing in Gap jeans to the pawn shop. You're bringing in jewelry and electronics and stuff like that. And if they don't, whatever. I don't know. I've never pawned anything, but what is it? After a while, if you don't come and get it, they sell it. So you're getting good inventory. Go check their accounts and see. Like, a lot of times these people don't even like put on their like Facebook page that they even sell online. You have no clue what they're selling. You don't know what their profit margin is. You don't know anything. I've seen some people, and it's like, well, they have a automotive business, so they're selling automotive parts. Those are expensive. This guy here selling high electronics. Anyways, I hope you like this video. Let me know go watch it. Understand what this business is about. What are you doing to get your business going? I honestly can't wait for this to be over with. I don't want to do this anymore at all. It's not enjoyable. I have spent 2 days trying to get this stuff sold. I pulled everything from Mercari. I pulled everything off of Facebook Marketplace. I've been left Poshmark. I still have some stuff on Walmart. Amazon. It's a whole other video. I don't want to do this anymore. I hate it. And this is why you see all these sellers leaving. It's not fun anymore. It's not the fact that it's not fun. It makes you no money. You can't keep doing this. And I haven't even done my taxes yet. I would probably say when I first started this stuff, my sales were $6,000 for 90 days, like $6,000, something like that, or 30 days, $6,000. It's like $100 now. Ridiculous. But you know what? You know what I was doing back when I was making all that money? Putting it on credit cards. And now I'm stuck trying to pay off those damn credit cards. All right. Hit me up. All right. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.